Hey everybody, it's Jason Jeffries here. I'm going to go ahead and share this chapter of the Emerald Tablets, part 4, I believe. And the first chapter we're going to get into is the law of cause and effect, the key of prophecy. It has a lot to do with karma and things like that, so we'll get right into it. So life is the constant gathering of knowledge and accumulation of that knowledge. It's the storing up of the result of experiences. The law of cause and effect is in constant operation. And we reap what we sow, basically, not as a matter of punishment, but as the effect following the cause. A lot of theologians teach us that we are punished for our sins, but the higher knowledge shows us that we are punished by our mistakes instead of for them. You know, the child who touches the hot stove is punished by reason of the act of itself, not by some higher power, burning its hand. It's a matter of ignorance and mistake for those who've reached the higher plane of spiritual knowledge and basically they fall into the trap of arrogance sometimes. Sometimes you just don't have wisdom on certain acts and the thoughts that become almost impossible for you to commit such things when you are aware of what's going on. There's no really supreme being waiting to strike at the earth with a mighty club for doing certain things simply because that intelligence has laid down an apparently arbitrary law forbidding the commission of the act that caused the effect, But higher intelligence are possessed of nothing but intense love for all living creatures, and they're willing and ready to always help. So if you work with this law instead of against it, the person recognizes that from not committing the act to get a undesired effect is possible. You can kind of work above the law, if you will, kind of swing with the pendulum. There's a lot of ways to put this, but we're just going to go ahead and get into reading here, and I'll share the screen. Okay, so the law of cause and effect. Listen, O man, to the words of my wisdom. Listen to the voice of Thoth the Atlantean. Conquered have I the law of time-space. Knowledge I have gained from the future of time. Know I that man in his movement through space-time shall be one with the all. Know ye that all of the future is an open book to him who he can read. All effects shall bring forth its causes, and all effects grew from the first cause. Know ye the future is not fixed or stable, but varies as the cause brings forth an effect. Look into the cause, and thou shalt bring into being, and surely thou shalt see what the effect is. So, man, be sure the effects that ye bring forth are causes of more perfect effects. Know ye the future is never in fixation, but follows man's free will as it moves through the movements of time-space towards the goal where a new time begins. Man can only read the future through the causes that bring the effects. Seek ye within the causation, and surely you'll find the effects. Listen ye, O man, while I speak of the future. Speak of the effect that follows the cause. Know ye that man in his journey lightward is ever seeking the escape from the night that surrounds him, like the shadows that surround the stars in the sky, and like the stars in the sky space. He too shall shine from the shadows of the night. Ever his destiny shall lead him onward, until he is one with the light. Aye. Though his ways lies mists of the shadows, ever before him grows the great light. Dark though the way shall be, shall he conquer the shadows that flow around him like the night. Far in the future, I see man as lightborn, free from the darkness that fetters the soul, living in light without the bounds of darkness to cover the light that is the light of their soul. Know ye, O man, before ye attain this, that many dark shadows shall fall on your light, striving to quench the shadows of darkness, the light of the soul that strives to be free. Great is the struggle between light and darkness, an age old and yet ever new. Yet know in time, far in the future, light shall be all and darkness shall fall. Listen, O man, to my words of wisdom. Prepare, and you shall not bind your light. Man has risen, and man has fallen. As ever new waves of consciousness flow from the great abyss below us towards the sun of their goal. Yea, my children, have arisen from a state that was a little above beast, until now all men are great. All of men ye are greatest, yet before thee others greater than thee. Yet tell I thee, as before thee others have fallen, so also shall ye come to an end. And upon the land where ye dwell now, barbarians shall dwell, in turn and rise to light. Forgotten shall be the ancient wisdom, yet ever shall I live through, hidden from men. Aye, in the land thou hast called Chem, Egypt, races shall rise and races shall fall. Forgotten shall thou be of the children of men, yet shall have moved to a star space beyond this, leaving behind this place where thou hast dwelt. The soul of man moves ever onward, bound by not by any star, but ever moving to the great goal before him, where he is dissolved into the light of the all. Know ye that ye shall ever go onward, moved by the law of cause and effect, until, in the end, both become one. Aye, man, after ye have gone, others shall move in the places ye live. Knowledge and wisdom shall all be forgotten, and only the memory of gods shall survive. As to thee am I a god by my knowledge, so ye too shall be gods of the future, because of your knowledge far beyond theirs. Yet know ye that through all the ages man shall have access to the law when he will. Ages to come shall see revival of wisdom to those who shall inherit thy place on this star. They shall, in turn, come into wisdom and learn to banish the darkness by light. Yet greatly must they strive through the ages to bring unto themselves the freedom of light. Then shall there come unto man a great warfare that shall make the earth tremble and shake in its course. Aye, then shall the dark brothers open the warfare between light and the night. When man again shall conquer the ocean and fly in the air on wings like birds, when he has learned to harness the lightning, and shall the time of warfare begin. Great shall the war betwixt the forces, great the warfare of darkness and light. Nation shall rise against nation, using the dark forces to shatter the earth. Weapons of force shall wipe out the earthman, until half of the races of men shall be gone. Then shall come from the sons of the morning, and give their edict to the children of men, saying, O men, cease thy from striving against thy brother. Only thus can you become light. Cease from thy unbelief, O my brother, and follow the path, and know you are right. Then shall men cease from their striving, brother against brother, father against son. Then shall the ancient home of my people rise from its place beneath the dark ocean waves. Then shall the age of light be unfolded, with all men seeking the light of the goal. Then the brothers of light shall rule the people. Banished shall be the darkness of night. Aye, the children of men shall progress onward and upward to the great goal. Children of light shall they become. Flame of flame shall their souls ever be. Knowledge and wisdom shall be man's in the great age, for he shall approach the eternal flame, the source of wisdom, the place of the beginning, that is yet one with the ending of all things. Aye, in a time that is yet unborn, all shall be one, and one shall be all. Man, a perfect flame in this cosmos, shall move forward to a place in the stars. Aye, shall move even from out of this space-time into another beyond the stars. Long have ye listened to me, O children. Long have ye listened to the wisdom of Thoth. Now I depart from ye into darkness. Now I go into the halls of Mendi, there to dwell in the future, when light shall come again to man. Yet know ye, my spirit shall ever be with thee, guiding thy feet in the pathway. Guard thee the secrets I leave with thee, and surely my spirit will guard thee through life. Keep thine eyes ever on the pathway to wisdom. Keep the light as thy goal, and evermore. Fetter not the soul in bondage of darkness. Free let it wing into the flight of the stars. Now I depart thee to dwell in Amente, to be thou my children in this life and the next. The time will come when ye, too, shall be deathless, living from age to age, a light among men. Guard ye the entrance to the halls of Amente. Guard ye the secrets I have hidden among ye. Let not the wisdom be cast to the barbarians. Secret shall thou keep it for those who seek light. Now depart I. Receive thou my blessing. Take thou my way and follow the light. Blend thou thy soul in the great essence, one with the great light. Let thy consciousness be. Call thou on me when thou dost need me. Use my name 3 times in a row. Chequit arlec vomoletes. The keys of life and death. Listen, ye, O man, hear ye my wisdom. Hear ye the word that shall fill thee with life. Hear ye the word that shall banish the darkness. Hear ye the voice that shall banish the night. Mystery and wisdom have I brought to my children. Knowledge and power have descended from old. Know ye that not all shall be open when ye shall find the oneness of all. One shall ye be with a master of mystery, conquerors of death, and master of life. Aye, ye shall learn from the flower of Amente, the blossom of life that shines in the halls. In the spirit shall ye reach the halls of Amente, and bring back the wisdom that liveth in night and light. Know ye the gateway to power is secret. Know ye the gateway to life through death. Aye, through death, but not yet as ye know death, but death that is life, and is fire, and is light. Desire thou know the deep hidden secret? Look in thy heart where the knowledge is bound. Know that in thee that the secret is hidden, the source of all life, that the source of all death. Listen ye, O man, while I tell the secret. Reveal unto thee the secret of old. Deep in the earth heart lies the flower, the source of the spirit that binds all in its form. Or know ye that the earth is living in body, as thou art in thine own formed form. The flower of life is thine own place of spirit. It streams through the earth as thine flows through thy own form, giving of life the earth and its children, renewing the spirit from form unto form. This is the spirit that is of thy body, shaping and molding into its form. Know ye, O man, that thy form is dual, balanced in polarity, while formed in its form. Know that when fast on thee death approaches, it's only because thy balance is shaken. It is only because one pole has been lost. Know ye that the secret of life in Amente is the secret of restoring the balance of poles. All that exists has form and is living because of the spirit of life in its poles. See ye not the earth's heart is in balance of all things that exist, and has being on its face? The source of thy spirit is drawn from the earth's heart. For in thy form thou art one with the earth. When thou hast learned to hold thine own balance, then shalt thou draw the balance of earth. Exist then shall thou, while earth is existing, changing into form, and only when earth too shalt change. Tasting not of death, but one with this planet, holding thy form till it all pass away. Listen ye, O man, whilst I give the secret to that ye too shall taste not of change. 1 hour each day thou shalt lie with thine head pointed to the place of the position, positive pole, north. 1 hour each day thou shalt lay with thy head placed to the negative pole. Whilst thy head is placed to the northward, hold thy consciousness from the chest to the head. And when thy head is placed southward, hold thy thought from the chest to the feet. Hold thou in balance once in each 7, and thy balance will retain the hold of its strengths. Aye, if thou be old, thy body will freshen, and thy strength will become as its youth. This is the secret known to the masters by which they hold off the fingers of death. Neglect not to follow the path I have shown, for when thou hast passed beyond years to 100, to neglect, it will mean the coming of death. Hear ye my words and follow the pathway. Keep thy balance and live on in life. Hear ye, O man, and listen to my voice. Listen to the wisdom that gives thee of death. When the end of thy work is appointed, thou may desire to pass from this life, pass from the plane where the sons of the morning live, and have being as children of light. Pass without pain and pass without sorrow into the plane where is eternal light. First lie at rest with thine head to the eastward. Fold thy hands at the source of thy life, its solar plexus in your chest. Place thou thy consciousness in the life seat. Whirl it and divide it north into south. Send thou one out towards the northward. Send out thou the other towards the south. Relax thou their hold upon thy being. Forth from thy form will the silver spark fly, upward and onward to the sun of the morning, blending with light, at one with its source. Then it shall flame till desire shall be created, then shall return to the place in its form. Know ye, O man, that thus pass the great souls, changing at will from life unto life. Thus ever passes the Avatar, willing his death as he wills his own life. Listen ye, O man, drink of my wisdom. Learn ye the secrets of the masters of time. Learn ye how those ye call masters are able to remember the lives of the past. Great is the secret, yet easy to master, giving to thee the mastery of time. When upon thee death fast approaches, fear not, but know you are master of death. Relax thy body, resist not with tension. Place in thy heart the flame of thy soul. Swiftly then sweep it to the seat of the triangle. Hold for a moment, then move to the goal. This, thy goal, is the place between thine eyebrows, the pineal gland, the third eye, and place there where the memory of life must hold and sway. Hold thou thy flame here in thy brain seat, until the fingers of death grasp thy soul. Then as thou pass through the state of transition, surely the memories of life shall pass too. Then shall the past be as one with the present. Then shall the memory of all be retained. Free shalt thou be from all retrogression. The things of the past shall live in today. Bless ye, O man, to the deep hidden wisdom, lost to the world since the time of the dwellers, lost and forgotten by the age of this man. Know ye, the earth is but a portal guarded by powers unknown to man, yet the dark lords hide the entrance that leads to the heaven-born land. Know ye, the way to the sphere of Arulu is guarded by barriers opened only by light-born man. Open earth, and I am holder. Upon earth I am the holder of the keys to the gates of the sacred land. Command I, by the powers beyond me, to leave the keys to the world of man. Before I depart, I give you the secrets of how you may arise from the bondage of darkness. Cast off the fetters of the flesh that have bound ye. Rise from the darkness into the light. He's telling you to kind of look within yourself and differentiate matter from energy. And know that you can move your consciousness from, almost like a place where you're in deep thought, where your inner perspective seems to be like up here, to where you can be in your head or in your heart. You can move your consciousness around if you pay attention. Know ye, the soul must be cleansed of its darkness, ere ye may enter the portals of light. Thus I establish among ye the mysteries, so the secrets may always be found. Though man may fall into darkness, always the light will shine as a guide. Hidden in darkness, veiled in symbols, always the way to the portal will be found. Man in the future will deny the mysteries, but always the way of the seeker will find. Now I command ye to maintain my secrets, giving only to those ye have tested, so the pure may not be corrupted, so the power of truth may prevail. List ye to the unveiling mystery, list to the symbols of mystery I give. Make of it a religion, for only thus will its essence remain. Regions there are two between this life and the great one, traveled by the souls who depart from this earth. Duat, the home of the powers of illusion. Sekhet, Hepset, the house of the gods. Osiris, the symbol of the guard of the portal, who turns back the souls of unworthy men. Beyond lies the sphere of the heaven-born powers. Arulu, the land where the great ones have passed. There, when my work among men has been finished, will I join the great ones of my ancient home. 7 are the mansions of the house of the mighty. 3 guards the portal of each house from the darkness. 15 the way that leads to the Duat. 12 are the houses of the lords of illusion, facing 4 ways, each of them different. 42 are the great powers, judging the dead who seek the portal. 4 are the sons of Horus. 2 are the guards of the east and the west of Isis, the mother who pleads for her children. Queen of the moon, reflecting the sun. Ba is the essence, living forever. Ka is the shadow, that man known as life. Ba cometh not until Ka is incarnate. These are mysteries to preserve through the ages. Keys are they to the life and death. Hear ye now the mystery of mysteries. Learn the circles of beginningless and endless. The form of he who is one and in all. Listen and hear it. Go forth and apply it. Thus will ye travel the way that I go. Mystery and mystery, yet clear to the light-born, the secret of all I will now reveal. I will declare a secret to be initiated, but let the door be holy, shut against the profane. 3 is the mystery, come from the great one. Here in the light of thee will dawn. In the prime will dwell 3 unities. Other than these, none can exist. These are the equilibrium, source of creation, one God, one truth, one point of freedom. Three come forth from the balance. Three come forth from the three of the balance, all life, all good, all power. Three are the qualities of God in his light home, infinite power, infinite wisdom, infinite love. Three are the powers given to the masters to transmute evil, assist good, and use discrimination. Three are the things inevitable to God to perform, manifest power, wisdom, and love. Three are the powers creating all things, divine love possessed of perfect knowledge, divine wisdom knowing of all possible means, divine power possessed by the joint will of the divine love and wisdom. Three are the circles, the states of existence. The circle of life where dwells nothing but God, and only God can traverse it. The circle of chaos where all things by nature arise from death. The circle of awareness where all things spring from life. All things animate are these three states of existence, chaos or death, liberty and humanity, and felicity of heaven. Three necessities control all things, beginning in the great deep, the circle of chaos and plenitude in heaven. Three are the paths of the soul, man, liberty, and light. Three are the hindrance, lack of endeavor to obtain knowledge, not attachment to God, attachment to evil. In man, there are three. The three are manifest. Three are the kings of power within. Three are the chambers of the mysteries, found yet not hold in the body of man. Found yet not found in the body of man. Hear ye now of he who is liberated, freed from the bondage of life unto light. Knowing the source of the wisdom shall be open, aye, and the gates of a ruler shall not be barred. Yet heed, O man, who'd enter heaven, and yet be not worthy. Better it be to fall into the fire. Know ye the celestials pass to the pure flame. At every revolution of heavens, they obey us in the fountains of light. List ye, O man, to this mystery. Long in the past, before you were born, I dwelled in ancient Atlantis. There in the temple I drank of the wisdom poured as a fountain of light from the dweller. Give the key to ascend to the presence of light in the great world. Stood I before the Holy One, enthroned in the flower of life. Veiled was the lightnings of darkness, else my soul by the glory had been shattered. Forth from the feet of his throne, like a diamond, rolled forth four rivers of flame from his footstool, rolled through the channels of clouds to the man world. Filled was the hall with the spirits of heaven. Wonder of wonders was the starry place. Above the sky, like a rainbow of fire and sunlight, were formed the spirits. Sang they their glories of the Holy One. And in the midst of the fire came a voice, Behold the glory of the first cause. I beheld that light, high above all darkness, reflected in my own being. I attained, as it were, to the gods of all gods, the Spirit Son, the sovereign of the sun spheres. There is one, even the first, who hath no beginning, who hath no end, who hath made all things, who govern all, who is good, who is just, who illumines, who sustains. Then from the throne there poured a great radiance, surrounding and lifting my soul by its power. Swiftly I moved through the spaces of heaven. Shown I was the mysteries of the mysteries. Shown I was the secret of the heart of the cosmos. Carried I was to the land of the Rulu. Stood before the lords in their houses. Opened the doorway so I might glimpse the primeval chaos. Shuddered my soul to the vision of horror. Shrank back from my soul the ocean of darkness. Then I saw the need for the barriers. Saw the need for the lords of Arulu. Only they, with their infinite balance, could stand in the way of the inpouring chaos. Only they could guard God's creation. Then did I pass around the circle of eight, saw all the souls who had conquered the darkness, saw the splendor of light everywhere they dwelled. Longed I to take my place in their circle, but longed also for the way I had chosen when I stood in the halls of Amene, made the choice of what work I should do. I passed from the halls of Arulu down to the earth space where my body lay. Arose I from the earth where I rested, stood I before the dweller. Gave my pledge to renounce my great right until my work on earth was completed, until the age of darkness be past. List ye, O man, to the words I shall give ye. In them you shall find the essence of life. Before I return to the halls of Mene, taught ye shall be the secrets of light, how ye too may arise to the light. Preserve them and guard them, hide them in symbols, so the profane will laugh and renounce. In every land form ye the mysteries, and make hard the way to the secret of the tread. Thus will the weak and wavering be rejected. Thus will the secrets be hidden and guarded, held until time when the wheels shall be turned. Through the dark ages, awaiting and watching, my spirit shall remain in the deep hidden land. When one has passed all the trials to the outer, summon ye me by the key of that ye hold. Then will I, the initiator, answer, come from the halls of the gods of Amente. Then I will receive the initiate, give him words of power. Hark ye, remember these words of warning. Bring not to me one lacking in wisdom, impure heart, or weaken his purpose, else I will withdraw from ye your power to summon me from the place of my sleeping. Now, go ye forth and summon thy brothers, so that I may impart the wisdom to light the path when my presence is gone. Come to the chamber beneath the temple. Eat not food until 3 days are past. There I will give the essence of wisdom, so that with power ye may shine amongst men. There I will give unto thee the secrets. Ye too may arise to the heavens. God, men, and truth, and the essence ye be. Depart now and leave me while I summon those ye know of, but yet know not. Secret of secrets. Now ye assemble, my children, waiting to hear the secret of secrets, which shall give you power to unfold God-man, give you the way to eternal life. Plainly shall I speak of the unveiled mysteries. No dark sayings shall I give unto thee. Open thine ears now, my children, hear and obey the words that I give. First I shall speak of the fetters of darkness, which bind ye and chains the sphere of the earth. Darkness and light are both of one nature, different only in one seeming, for each arose from the source of all. Darkness is disorder, light is order, darkness transmuted in light of light. This is, my children, your purpose in being, transmutation in the darkness of light. What he's trying to say is the two polar effects of everything is only the measurement of one thing. So you don't really measure darkness, you measure amount of light. You don't measure the quietness, you measure the amount of sound. You don't measure cold, you measure heat. So cold is just a lack of heat. The polarity is a measurement of one thing. So from no matter how you look at it, good, evil, things like that, everything is just the measurement of one thing. It is a polarity of one. And once you get out of that duality mind state, you're really open to a true spiritual awakeness. The duality type thinking is more commonly known to the occult as like the Lucifer Project. Your consciousness creates reality, and the way you perceive reality is reality, essentially. So you could cut yourself off from the wholeness and the oneness and have your own reality, but it always ends in failure, basically. So try not to look things as a duality, but a wholeness, a oneness, you know? The pendulum swings both ways. Hear ye now the mysteries of nature, the relations of life on the earth where it dwells. Know ye that ye are threefold in nature, physical, astral, mental, and one. There three are the qualities of each of the natures, 9 in all, as above, so below. In the physical are these channels, the blood which moves in a vortical motion, reacting on the heart to continue its beating, magnetism which moves through the nerve paths, carrier of energies to the cells and tissues, akasha which flows through channels, subtle yet physical, completing the channels. Each of the three attuned with each other, each affecting the life of the body, form they the skeletal framework through which their subtle ether flows. In the mastery lies the secret of life in the body, relinquished only by will of the adept when his purpose in living is done. Three are the natures of astral. Mediator is between above and below, not of the physical, not of the spiritual, but able to move above and below. Three are the natures of the mind. Carrier it of the will of the Great One. Arbiter of cause and effect in thy life. Thus is formed in the threefold being, directed from above to the power of 4. Above and beyond man's threefold nature lies the realm of the spiritual self. 4 is in its qualities, shining in each of the planes of existence, but 13 and 1, the mystical number, based on the qualities of man are the brothers. Each shall direct the unfoldment of being. Each shall channels be one of the Great One. On earth, man is in bondage, bound by space and time to the earth plane, encircling each planet, a wave of vibration binds him to the plane of unfoldment. Yet within man is the key to releasement. Within man may freedom be found. When you release thyself from the body, rise to the outermost bounds of the earth plane. Seek ye the word Doriela. Then for each time your light will be lifted. Free ye may pass the barriers of space. For a time of half of the sun, 6 hours, free may ye pass the barriers of earth plane. See and know those who are beyond thee. Yeah, to the highest worlds may ye pass. See your own possible heights of unfoldment. Know all earthly futures of souls. Bound ye in your body, but by the powers ye may be free. This is the secret whereby bondage shall be replaced with the freedom of thee. Calm let thy mind be. At rest be thy body. Conscious only freedom from the conscious only of freedom from flesh. Center thy being on the goal of thy longing. Think over and over, and thou wouldst be free. Think of the word ganuver, and over in thy mind let it sound. Drift with the sound to the place of thy longing, free from the bondage of flesh by thy will. Hear ye while I give the greatest of secrets. Know ye may enter the halls of Amente, enter the place of the immortals as I did. Stand before the lords in their place. Lie ye down in the rest of thy body. Calm thy mind so that no thought disturbs thee. Pure must ye be in the mind and in purpose, else only failure will come unto thee. Vision of Mente as I have told in my tablets. Long with the fullness of the heart be there. Stand before the lords in thy mind's eye. Pronounce the words of the power I give thee. Mekut el-Sheb el-Hay, Sir Ben el-Zabrit, Zin Ephraim Quarel. Relax thy mind and thy body. Then be sure your soul will be calm. Now I give thee the key to Shambhala, the place where my brothers live in the darkness. Darkness but filled with the light of the sun. Darkness of earth with the light of the spirit. Guides for ye when my day is done. Leave thou thy body as I have taught thee. Pass the barriers of the deep, hidden places. Stand before the gates as their guardians. Command thy entrance by thy words. I am the light. In me is no darkness. Free am I from the bondage of night. Open thou to the way of the 12 and the one, so I may pass to the realm of wisdom. When they refuse thee, as surely they will, command them to open these doors by the words of power. I am light. For me are there no barriers. Open, I command, by the secrets of secrets. Adam, El-Hahim, Zabert, Zer Adam. Then thy words have been the truth of the highest. Open for thee the barriers will fall. Now I leave thee, my children. Down yet up, to the halls I shall go. When ye the way to me, my children, truly my brothers shall ye become. Thus I finish my writings. Keys let them be for those who come after, but only those who seek my wisdom. For only am I the key of the way. Okay. This.
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The 14 universal laws that govern life on Earth. An excerpt from Milanovich and McCune's book, The Light Shall Set You Free. These are the 14 universal laws that govern life on Earth. If you master these laws, you will have mastered life on the physical level. Nothing on Earth happens unless through these laws. Each law is interconnected and entwined with the next. 1. The law of divine oneness. The first out of the 14 universal laws helps us to understand that we live in a world where everything is connected to everything else. All is energy, and all energy is an extension of source energy. Everything we do, say, think, and believe affects others in the universe around us. We are microcosms of the macrocosm. We are all parts of the same source. 2. The law of vibration. This law states that everything in the universe moves, vibrates, and travels in circular patterns. The same principles of vibration in the physical world apply to our thoughts, feelings, desires, and wills in the etheric world. Each sound, word, object, and even thought has its own vibrational frequency, unique unto itself. 3. The law of action. The law of action must be applied in order for us to manifest things on Earth. Therefore, we must engage in actions that support our thoughts, dreams, emotions, and words. Action is energy in motion. 4. The law of correspondence. This law states that the principles or laws of physics that explain the physical world, energy, light, vibration, and motion, have their corresponding principles in the spiritual world or etheric. What happens on the inside will reflect the outside. If you are hectic and stressful, your world will be also. If you are in total bliss, the outside world will mirror that bliss. As above, so below. As within, so without. 5. The law of cause and effect. This universal law states that nothing happens by chance or outside the universal laws. Every action has a reaction or consequence. If I am thinking successful thoughts, speaking like I am already successful, feeling like a success, and taking successful actions, the end result will have to be success. We reap what we have sown. 6. The law of compensation. This law is the law of cause and effect applied to blessings and abundance that are provided for us. The visible effects of our deeds are given to us in gifts, money, inheritances, friendships, and blessings. The good that we do eventually comes back to us in different forms, matching the same energy. If you want to increase your compensation, you must increase the value of your contribution. Do more of what you've been asked, and you will be compensated abundantly. 7. The law of attraction. This law demonstrates how we attract the objects, events, and people that come into our lives. Our thoughts, feelings, words, and actions produce energies which in turn attract like energies. Negative energies attract negative energies, and positive energies attract positive energies. 8. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This 8 out of the 14 universal laws is a powerful one. It states that all persons have within them the power to change the conditions in their lives. Higher vibrations consume and transform lower ones. Thus, each of us can change the energies in our lives by understanding the universal laws and applying the principles in such a way as to effect change. At any time, you can switch vibrations from negative to positive. You can always change your conditions. You are never stuck. 9. The law of gestation. The law of gestation, or also called the law of divine timing, states that everything has its gestational period or time to manifest. Every thought, word, feeling, and action is a seed. Once nourished with enough focus and energy, that seed germinates into life's situations and circumstances. Your desires, goals, and innermost thoughts will manifest in divine timing, and not a moment sooner. 10. The law of relativity. This law states that each person will receive a series of challenges, tests of initiation, for the purpose of strengthening the light within. We must consider each of these tests to be an opportunity and remain connected to our hearts when proceeding to solve the problems. This law also teaches us to compare our problems to others' problems and put everything into its proper perspective. No matter how bad we perceive our situation to be, there is always someone who is in a worse position. It is all relative. It is all perspective. 11. The law of polarity. This law states that everything is on a continuum and has an opposite. There cannot be hot without cold. There is no up without down. There cannot be extreme negative without extreme positive. We can suppress and disperse of negative thoughts and energy by concentrating on its opposite. If we are negative, we can always switch our vibration to attract positive energy by focusing on the positive. What we focus on expands in our reality. 12. The law of rhythm. This law states that everything vibrates and moves to certain rhythms. These rhythms establish seasons, cycles, stages of development, and patterns. Life is a series of ebb and flow. The tide goes out and goes back in again. Each cycle reflects the regularity of God's universe. Masters know how to rise above negative or challenging seasons by never getting too excited or allowing negative things to penetrate their consciousness. They focus solely on what they want, and so their reality reflects just that. 13. The law of belief. This law states that whatever we fully believe with thought, emotion, and conviction eventually becomes our reality. We are always creating laws for ourselves based on what we believe to be true. Even if a thing isn't factually true, our belief will make it so. As Jesus said, "It is done unto you as you have believed." 14. The law of gender. This last out of the 14 universal laws states that everything has its masculine, yang, and feminine, yin, principles, and that these are the basis for all creation. The spiritual initiate must balance the masculine and feminine energies within herself or himself to become a master and a true co-creator with God. Master these laws, and you'll become a master manifester and a deliberate co-creator of the physical world.
So that's what basically was trying to get at there with those kind of couple chapters. And nobody's above the law. It's just how you work with it, how you perceive it. And once you see those threads that connect all life and everything, you start to realize there's harmony in everything, not chaos. I mean, there is chaos, but out of chaos comes harmony. Out of chaos always comes a pattern. So I hope you guys enjoyed this project. Tell me what you think. Video 2 is up, and I got the copyright thing wiped out. It's visible in all countries now. For some reason, Viacom blocked it for a couple days, but now you guys can go back, watch the whole series. Please comment, share, let me know. Just let's get the channel out there a little bit more, and let's make a bigger impact on the world. And let's come together. Let's unite. Be a part of the Alliance project, and let's come together and share, interview each other, have each other on each other's channels, and let's try to actually make some change. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think, and you guys have a great day.